Welcome back to Hedge Apple Acres. I'm Cal, and today's video we're going to give the May 2020 update, among a few other things. Hope you stay tuned. It's been a hot minute, but let's talk about what's happening on our farm. The beef cattle, we're getting ready to wean calves today and over the next day or two. We should have about 50 calves to wean. We're weaning them a little bit later. Our target date was mid to late April, and here we are already mid-May almost. So we're running a little late on that, but we'll get them weaned and going. One of the biggest issues I'm having right now is just keeping the grass growing. They're starting to want to head out some, set seeds, some of it is, and I just want to keep it growing, so it's getting a little bit tall in places. So we're working to manage that as I rotate the cattle through. Goats have kidded. I almost said they've lambed. Nope, they've kidded. So I've got kids on the ground. They're doing really good. I have a new buck this year I purchased last fall. I'm really liking his kids at this point. Most of my does are purebred Kiko. The new buck I purchased is a 100% New Zealand buck, Kiko buck. I've shied away from him in the past because you pay a premium for that. But this buck fits what I'm trying to do, and I thought it'd be a good match. It also opens up the possibility of purchasing a few 100% New Zealand Kiko does in the future. Sheep are growing good. They lambed over the last 30 days. I still have a few ewes who haven't lambed yet, but right now I'm setting at about 60 lambs. So they're doing good. I am looking for a new ram, and while most of my does are Codalins or very heavily influenced Codalins, I've considered getting a St. Croix or a Dorper ram to go on them. I don't know. I'm looking around. What I don't want to do is hurt the parasite resistance I have with them, because they're pretty bulletproof. For the rabbits are going good. I took a break from rabbits for a little while. Not that I got rid of my rabbits, but in that I wasn't breeding them. I just got too many and needed to do something, so I took a break. They're producing good now. In fact, if you're looking for some New Zealand Timok, Texas A&M University at Kingsville line of New Zealand's, I have some available and for sale. I have some bred does I'm going to sell, as well as some 8-week-old babies that's for sale. Quail, I really like the Corturnix quail. They're one of my favorite animals, but I didn't feel like I got enough from them. My wife didn't like the eggs. She wasn't particularly fond of eating quail, mainly just because she's not used to it. So that was one thing. Once we finished off those, I haven't grown anymore or raised anymore. Honeybees are doing good. I did purchase a few more packages this year. That's a big debate, whether or not you should do packages or nukes. And over the last year, my beekeeping videos have gotten tons more views than anything else. So I will be trying to do more of those videos in the future. Purchased some pullets chicks from McMurray Hatchery, and they are growing good. In fact, I've got to work on a chicken tractor to get them outside. They're in my brooder right now, which they're getting way too big, and I hate to even show you pictures of them, but I will, because I haven't got the chicken tractor finished yet, and that's something I've got to work on this weekend. To finish off, our grass is growing good, and I have some drone footage of our pastures. You can see we've got lots of white Dutch clover or Ladino clover growing good. It's a little bit thicker than I want. When I look at clover, I really want like 30% in the pasture to be clover, but right now we're running above that. However, that's going to be great for my honey production this year. We're going to fly across this pond that we're hoping to fill in soon and take a look at some of our cows. These are our heifers, bred heifers, and first calf heifers, and we're getting ready to wean some calves off of them. So in always looking for something else to do, I think it's time I start a podcast. And you're thinking, I can't even get videos out on a schedule. How about a podcast on top of that? Good question. We'll find out. I listen to podcasts all the time, and I really like them, but I can't find a podcast that really focuses on the grass farmer. The focus is always just a little bit different than what I want. So I'm thinking I need to start a podcast like what I would like to listen to. Stay tuned, there'll be more updates for it. But if you happen to have a podcast and you can share some knowledge with me, drop me a comment so I can talk to you. As always, we appreciate you watching, and we encourage you to comment, like, subscribe, and share. We'll be seeing you more.